Hi, today I'm going to show you how to hook up your mini dash cam to your Mercedes W202. This particular model is a 98 C180. The reason I chose this one here is because it's nice and small. You can put it out of the way so no young idiot sees it and tries to break your window to steal it. I think it's a good enough model. They say they're HD, but they're not really HD, but they're not too bad. They're not the worst quality ever. See, I have one hooked up already. I've used a little monitor here, put it in through the dash because I'm using my stereo. I only have one port at the back of my stereo for our reversing camera, so that's what I'm using that one for instead. As you can see here. So, using her for the reversing camera. That's why I hooked up a little monitor instead. Now that's where I have it mounted there. I think it's a good enough spot. You can see pretty much everything. Ideally you'd want it in the middle, but because I wanted mine up a little bit further, I put it there. So it's not too bad. Probably better off maybe if you put it down a little bit further, just so that the window wiper takes away all the rain. It doesn't exactly there, but you can still see enough of the road. Now, how to hook it up. Each model unfortunately comes differently, as in different colours of wires. On this model here, like this one here, any of the wires that have the fuse, that's the one that you want permanent power going to all the time. And then the other one, obviously in this one here it's the red one, this will be an ACC wire. It's a switch wire. I'll explain to you what that means now in a few minutes. And then you have your negative as well. Obviously that just goes to a negative wire, or you can put it to the panel, the body of the car or whatever. Just find a negative wire. One of these tools here is very handy. It just lights up when it shows power. You just have to put it to a negative wire. I have it hooked up to a wire here that I was using for something else, or else you could hook it up to a screw. See the screw in the back there? That'll show you. I have it hooked up there to the ACC wire. I think that's the first wire you should try and find. And basically the ACC wire is a switch wire which tells the unit to turn off and turn on. So then I turn off the ignition, it goes off, and then if I turn the ignition back on, obviously it comes back on. It tells the unit to come on, as you see. And the reason you want power going to the wire with the fuse in it all the time is that it saves the memory on your camera, so it'll save the time, the date, all that stuff. So that's all you need to do, is just on the top part of your harness you'll see two red wires. One red wire has power going to it all the time. Check this first with your ignition turned off, and you'll see even with the keys out of the ignition, this red wire here has power going to it all the time. And then when you find the other one down in the bottom left hand corner, as you can see, there's no power going to it. So that is your switch wire, your ACC wire. And see, on my other unit here it's a white wire, that's the ACC wire. You can just see it in there at the very back. And then this wire here is the power with the wire with the fuse on it. So it has to have permanent power going to it all the time. And if you use these little clips, in my opinion, they're the best. They're the quickest way to connect two wires together. It's fine in at your stereo because there's no water going to be getting in there. You know what I mean? They're very good for the inside of a car. So obviously, like I said, there's no water getting in there. Nothing's going to happen. That's the best way to hook it up. Basically that's all you need to know. And then if you are hooking it up to the back of your stereo, this little boy goes in to one of the ports in at the back. You should see it, it'll say input anyway, maybe camera input or something like that probably. Each stereo, as I said, they're all different. That's basically it, more or less. Like, I just got the wire, I basically fed it along here, I just tucked it in. I tucked it in all the way in along there, down along, flathead screwdriver, tucked it in all along the panel. And then you can see here the bag of my rubbish. I just took off the panel underneath here. It's only 3 screws. You pull it off, tucked it in here. Another little thing here at the side, you just feed the wire up through and in through the corner. You'll see the light anyway there. It's easy enough to get in. And I hope that was some kind of help to you. That's how you hook up your mini dash cam. Obviously when you buy these, they don't come with an SD card, so if you don't have a mini SD card, pre-order one first. So we'll try and have the two of them at the same time, otherwise it won't work. Yeah, they're a pretty good camera now, I must say. They're not the worst. It'll help catch anything that happens on the road anyway. I think I have everything covered there. So one of these little tools is handy to have. It's a quicker way to do it, I think. And when you're hooking it up, don't hook it up. You're better off hooking it up to the side of the harness that's connected to the car instead of the stereo. Because what happened to me before, I changed the stereo and then I had to unhook all them wires and reconnect them then to this side here. So at least they're there, they'll always be there. Thanks for watching, and I hope the video helped you.